Alright everybody, it's BG here. The video that this intro is for is going to be for this little S10 right there. It's my buddy Beaner's son, Kevin. We got him that truck, I won't say August, September last year now. It's only February now, so it ain't been too long. But I'm going to show you, when we got the truck, Kevin's reactions, and some build video up to where it's at now. When I originally got the video, I don't think I really did an intro for it, but it's come a long way in a short amount of time. We hadn't put a lot of time in it, but it's a kid's first truck, so I'm gonna get this video put together and out there for y'all so y'all can see it. Maybe give him some ideas, thoughts. Maybe he'll have more ideas and thoughts what he wants to do. The plans are right now is going to be to bag the truck. You can see he's already got, he's got wheels. Just found a set of wheels just like his daddy's got on his. His daddy's the owner of Plan B, which you've seen other videos of. But started out as a S10 Extreme 2.2 liter. Why do they put a 2.2 liter in the Extremes? I have no clue. But as you'll see in the video, 2.2's gone. So I appreciate you watching. Let's give him some feedback, thoughts, ideas, thumbs up, likes, all that good stuff for Kevin. And I'm gonna get this video started. Thanks for watching.
Hey, son, come here. Come here. Well, like I said, it's in good shape. I don't know what I'm looking at this. You want buying it, ain't you? With his money?
That's what you said you wanted, ain't it?
Embarrassing.
He's in his feelings.
Yeah. What's your man? You got answer.
Hey, Kevin, you excited?
It's gonna be cool, ain't it?
Hey, that's a cool, hard to find truck.
What did you tell you, Daddy? You wanted what he got?
That's even better because they
exactly
regular
like
cab.
No, not that one. The one at the house. That's exactly like it.
I saw one cat over there.
You only seen one cat? Mm-hmm. There's 8 of them over there somewhere.
So,
this way, that way, and everywhere else.
And some might be on the road.
Help him. Y'all do the deal, get the title. You know what I'll do.
Yeah.
I'm going to get the dually. I'm going to get lined up with it. We'll just start getting set up.
All right.
Keys anyway.
Go higher up with the jackhammer, Bubba. You get more pressure on it. All the way up. There you
All
go.
the way up and all the way down.
So we're gonna stop.
Got a ways to go, Bubba.
Got the 4-cylinder rear end out. Got the V6 in with a posi track. Now we got to go motor transmission swap on there. We're getting there. Out here early today. What is this? A New Year's Eve or New Year's Day?
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. This is B's son's truck, Kevin. Little S10 Extreme 2001.
Yeah,
01 model. It was a little 4-cylinder automatic. Which, why the hell would you put a 4-cylinder in a truck you call the Extreme? So we remedying that problem. This is the motor that was in that other Extreme. We've already put the posi track rear end in. It's the middle of the week. Kevin couldn't be here right now to help, but we're gonna have it ready for him when he comes out this weekend to help tighten up, button up, and get some more work done on it. There's mine back on the slab finally. Gotta get a battery in it. But this is where we at right now. Gonna get the front end off, get that motor ready and go in. Alright, less than maybe an hour. Got the whole front clip off. He pretty much did it all by himself while I was finishing up a water pump job. But it's off. Now we gotta get that one out and get all that in. Alright, I got the motor pretty much out. We're just letting it sit back there and drain some more out of the transmission. Only took a little bit of time. We've been more bullshitting, hanging out than anything. Taking our time. Hell, we're liable to have this one back in come tomorrow. If not today. Little man's already ready to get that motor put in his truck. All we got to do on this one so far is crank bearings. This motor crank up, run and drive. Transmission runs and drives. But little man's truck is going to be 4-cylinder 5-speed, so we got a good automatic transmission here. Alright, that's our updates for now. Alright, motor's out. Got the little bitty weedy 4-cylinder. Big old V6. We got to wedge that big bitch. Man, that little bitty hole. What you think about helping pull your first motor? Did you have fun?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You ready to put that motor in your truck now?
Yeah.
Alright. We'll get on it soon. Getting close. Well, went ahead and put the motor in. Even though said we wasn't going to. We was going to wait till tomorrow, but somebody got impatient.
Yes, I did.
It is what it is, though. It's all good. One step closer. Alright, day 2, motor's in. Got the motor mounts bolted up today. We just got to do the transmission cross member now. Had we not piddle farted around yesterday, we actually could have had this all done yesterday. But decided last minute he wanted to go ahead and stab that motor in. So that's what we did. We still had everything done by 8 o'clock yesterday. I don't even think it was that late. But the next thing you got to do is button everything up, front clip back on, drive shaft. All back in, almost all back together. so you see where we cut off the other day, got the motor in. I'm in the process of swapping out the cruise control and the throttle cable. When you do a V6 swap, you're gonna have to do it. See how that cable from the cruise control loops around to the front of the motor? This one right here is for the 4-cylinder, it's not long enough. This right here is the factory throttle cable for the 4-cylinder. It's not long enough. This is the one for the V6. Let me see if I can line them up a little bit, show you the difference between the two. See the yellow? That's the 4-cylinder. That's how much extra is needed for the V6. So when you do the 4-cylinder V6 swap, of course you'll need to do the motor mount plates that bolt to the frame. You will need to get transmission cross member. You'll also need to get underneath, there's a harness that does the front O2 sensors, because on the 4-cylinder, of course, you only have one. So you have to get the harness from the V6 one that has the 2 rear O2 sensors, or the top front O2 sensors, and then it'll connect over and tie in, and I think it'll get the rear O2 sensors also. But I mean, it's pretty much a straightforward deal. If it connects to the motor one way or another, pull it off from the donor vehicle. Throttle cables, engine harness, ECU, all that stuff. Now the chassis harness from the cabin to the computer and the fuse boxes are the same. The headlight harnesses, of course, you don't change all that. You just need to get anything that attaches to the motor. We're trying to get this wrapped up real quick for Kevin. Then we're going to get started on other stuff. We still got to do some work on the drive shaft. We got to take that U-joint right here out and make a bastard joint, basically, because his truck's a posi-track. It's got this flange that goes on the rear of the U-joint that connects to the rear end. It doesn't have the regular hooks that go over that, or the loops that go over that bolted into a regular rear end. So that's what we got working on right now. For the most part, everything's in. Still got to do some hard wiring, tightening up ground, stuff like that. But so far, this is what we got. All right, back out here on it again. Another day. V6 is all in, transmission's in, drive shaft's in, rear end's in. Everything's wired up except for the battery now. Now we have to do, because this was a 4-cylinder single cab. The donor was a V6 extended cab. We're having to redo the fuel lines. 4-cylinder and V6 fuel lines are different. So if you do a V6 swap, you need to replace your fuel lines, motor mounts, transmission mounts. Make sure transmission cross member, fuel pump, and your rear end. You want to use a V6 rear end with a V6 motor, otherwise you're liable to tear something up. Just in case situation. I mean, there's not a lot that you need to swap over. It's just labor intensive. But this truck went from a 4-cylinder Extreme, which an Extreme should have never had a 4-cylinder in the first place. Now it's got the 4.3 liter V6. Got the V6 Extreme rear end with the posi-track. So of course, when you do that too, if you're converting from 4-cylinder to V6, depending on your drive shaft and rear end you're putting in, you may have to make a custom U-joint, because the posi-track rear ends don't have a regular U-joint. They got a flange on them, so you have to convert your rear end to bolt into that.
The one with the flange, part number is 355.
They said the flange for the U-joint that you need is part number 355 to convert from a regular U-joint to basically a bastard joint. It makes it flange bolt up together. And it's just knock the old U-joint out, put the new one in, and put the flange on, put the clips in, and bolt it back up. But yeah, we about there. We gotta get the bed up now. because we got to make some fuel lines to go from the original 4-cylinder setup to the V6. We're going to change fuel lines, fuel pump, all that while they're underneath there. So we'll get the bed up, get all this. Let's see what's going on next. All right, let's see if we can get it to start. Alright. Turns over good. Now let's check it out. Ah, security light. Right now, just trying to do the relearn sequence for the security clearance on this thing. Since we changed the ECU out, all that. So that's sometimes part of it. Get back when we get it going. Yeah.
Pass airflow sensor, remember?
Yep.
That's off my truck. I had to change mine out. Still sounds better what the fuck it did.
Well, got this new motor up and running. Did everything for the V6 swap before. We tried to do a key relearn. That didn't work. Put in the body control module. That still didn't work on the relearn. It tried to fire up, but with these older systems on these trucks for the VATs, they have a little sensor. Let me show you where it's located at. It's located right here on top of the steering. Anyway, what I was saying is these pieces right here have a magnet inside of it that sends a signal. It could be anywhere from what I've read from like 1 ohm up to 5 ohms. It'll send it to the body control module. Now if it doesn't send the correct signal, it won't start. So we just swapped out the whole steering column, because hell, it's easier to swap the steering column out than popping the airbag off, popping the clock springs out, and all that. And as you can hear it, it's running. Now, this is January, I don't know what today's date is, January 17th. We started this engine swap on New Year's Eve. We did it New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. We've messed with it one day each weekend to get it all up and going. And it's running and it sounds damn good. So we're gonna get Kevin's reaction on it next time he comes over. And for the time being, we'll post. We still gotta hook up the exhaust and everything, of course, but it's running now. So when we get Kevin's reaction, then we'll close it out and have this video up for y'all.
Oh, great. Now my tires are low.
It's alright. These ain't tires staying on it anyway, so.
That is true.
We're gonna go do burnouts on them.
Hey, dang, Daddy. You made a whole entire inch come out.
Alright, now try to move the bracket.
What do you need?
Take the ratchet off. Now try to move the bracket.
It's all tight. Okay, I'll do this, Dad. I got it. Two of those.
Keep going till it don't go no more, bud.
Not until it kicks. Ow. Oh, jeez.
It's stuck?
Kinda. Alright.
Alright, on this side now, bud.
That was darn tight. Oh. I think that means it's almost done.
Let's see.